What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about not cracking under pressure. I think this is a really big deal in your life and my life. I've cracked under pressure and I've learned the consequences of it, and I've seen other people that don't deal with pressure very well. It sucks. It's harsh to deal with the fact that you don't deal with pressure very well, but you can overcome it. And I remember when I was in Little League, there was a baseball game where I dropped the ball, and if I caught the ball, then my team would have won the championship of that division. Instead, we had to go on to another game that got rained out, and we lost that game too. And what I learned from that was that me cracking under pressure and not catching the ball with two hands ended up that we lost that game, and the next game we were already kind of stifled. I kind of put cracks into the whole team. They didn't play very good at all. Nobody played good. And we lost the second game, which meant we lost the championship. Now, if I had caught that ball, it was one of those Bill Buckner moments where Bill Buckner had a ball go in between his legs, standing at first base, where if he had caught it and stepped on the base, he would have won the World Series. The same thing happened to me, you know what I mean? And those are extreme situations, but you learn that, yeah, I could have had something if I had just changed my train of thought into not thinking about panicking. And that's really what cracking under pressure is. You're thinking about cracking. You're not thinking the normal routine of I catch the ball with two hands, I'll just catch it with one hand, the game's almost over. You're thinking about if I just catch it right now, it's not that high in the air. You're kind of minimalizing things. I don't know. My train of thought didn't work in that Little League game. And it bothered me. And then later on, my older brother had a baseball game, and his coach said, "You know what? I watched this championship game, and the kid did not catch the ball with two hands. So you guys all need to catch the ball with two hands. It's fundamental, even if you're in the pros and you're in college. You always catch the ball with two hands," and I always did. But under those situations of final game, final out, it actually obliterated my mind into just not thinking the normal routine. And that's what you'll do. If you start cracking under pressure, you're thinking about things that aren't helping you out. You need to think about things that are more fundamental. And sticking to the fundamentals is really what makes you a good baseball player. A good fundamental baseball player will beat the fancy guy making dives and all that stuff. That's on TV. Even the pros really don't do as well as good fundamental players in the pros. It all goes back to the fundamentals. And if you practice that and practice thinking about the fundamentals instead of thinking about panicking, you'll have better results.